Hey everyone, it's Nelson Miller here with another quick Divi pro tip. So if you are wondering, where are the missing customizer settings? Where is the footer and the header or anything else that's missing, like the module customizer, anything like that? Where did they go? I'm going to show you in this video.
So this is a question I sometimes get about our child themes because we're actually using the Divi theme builder for all of our child themes because that's modern, that's up to date. We're trying to stay up to date and give the best and greatest options. So I get this question, well, I can't edit my footer or header, and they're upset, and I don't know, things like that. It's so simple, but I want to explain kind of what's behind it, why Divi is changing this, and what's going on here when you can't find the customizer settings. So right now I just have this sample page. This is what comes up when I install Divi. You get this default header up here. Here's the, it might be the Divi logo and some menu items or whatever. Then down here at the bottom, these are actually widgets. So the widget area in the back. In fact, I'll just show you that real quick. Normally, that's what shows up here. This is the traditional way, WordPress. Here's my sidebar widgets and then footer area. Here's that archive, categories, and meta. That's what's showing up here. And then down here is what's called the bottom bar, designed by Elegant Themes, powered by WordPress, and then these social links. So that's kind of what you get. And if those are missing, then I'll explain where to go and look for them. So what I'm going to do first is just jump into the theme customizer really quick. And here's what we're presented with. General settings, header and navigation, footer, and all the rest of these things. So you may come in here and say, well, I don't see header and navigation. I don't see footer. And that's okay. I'll show you that later. But first of all, let's just take a look here. We have different types of header format. You have the primary bar and the secondary menu. Here's some settings for making it fixed and all this stuff. This was for this header, and similar settings for the footer. You can choose the layout of those widget areas, the actual widgets, the footer elements, and then that bottom bar that we talked about. So, what's going on if these are missing? Let's go back and go to Divi Theme Builder, and this is the answer. If you have a theme builder template for the header or footer, then those take precedence. They take priority over it. So let's go ahead and add a global header. I'm going to build a global header, and this tutorial is not about how to make a header, so I'm just going to add this really quick. There, I just added a menu. In fact, let me just make the background something crazy so you can see it. There you go. There's my header menu. And as soon as I get out of here and save changes and then go back here, let's just get out of the customizer for one thing. There, my header that I just built in the Divi theme builder is at the top. My default header is gone. All right, now I still have the footer down here. So let's go back here and show you that too. So if I build a global footer here, or if there's any footer there in that template, so whatever, you might have a couple of things added to the footer. Let's just save that and then save changes here. So anytime there's something in this header area or footer, if you're on that page. Now, if I choose a different page or something, I don't know, just a totally different page, you can choose to have, I could remove it there, right? And then if I would go look at this page, the default header would come back. Anyway, let's save that, refresh here so we can see there the footer. There's my footer area. So that's why. And you may wonder, well, how do I edit these areas here? So if I enable the builder and I get, my normal builder here, I can edit these sections. And you say, well, I can't, there's nothing there. When I hover over here, I can't edit there. Let's try the footer. Let's see. I can't edit the footer. That's okay. This is all good. That's correct. You have to edit the header and footer in here. So if I want to edit that header, I can go in here and edit it. And then it just pops up with the Divi builder layout. So it's actually an improvement. It's actually a better thing to be using this You can go in here and put your logo in here. I don't have one, but just, build your whole thing with the Divi builder. That's the advantage of this. And then, if you have these other templates, you can assign them and all this stuff. And since we're talking about it, I can't pass up just advertising my course. If you want to learn how to use this theme builder, go take my course. It's only $20. It'll teach you all about, how to use these different headers and footers and page templates and archive page templates and search results and 404 and posts and custom post types and all that stuff. And it's just going to save you a ton of time and money. So go check out my course on the Divi theme builder. It's the only course available on this in the world. It's just a quick, it takes about an hour and a half to go through it. And I'm telling you what, once you get through it, you're going to be like, wow, how did we live without this? How did we not have this before? And you won't wonder where the customizer settings are anymore, because you'll be like, I don't want to go back to the customizer. And then there's other customizer settings. And I don't know if you remember, but there used to be something called a module customizer. Well, the module customizer is gone. It's not in the customizer anymore. And you may say, why did Divi remove the module customizer? Well, the answer is really simple. They're moving everything into the builder. And this is a slow and gradual process. So even like under general settings, some people say under typography here, like, why don't they update the, I can change the headings there in general, but this header text size right here, I wish I could adjust, where's my H1 or where's my H2, H3, H4 fine tune adjustment? I want to make my heading 2 a certain font size and my heading 3 a certain font size and all that. And people are like, where's that at? Why don't they add these settings? Why don't they add these settings? They're not going to. In fact, if anything, they're going to be removing things out of the customizer. Nick even mentioned already that the goal is to have everything streamlined. So you shouldn't have to break your process of designing to go change some setting like that. In fact, let's just show you really quick some of the better alternatives. When they came out with global styles for modules and things, I think that's when they took out the module customizer. So like heading 1, well, if I want to adjust my H1, H2, H6, whatever, well, you can do that. And you might say, well, I'd have to do it for every one. No, not with the new presets. I have a video on using the presets. You could go here and let's say, well, I want my H1s to be bold and I want them to be, a lot bigger than what they are here. That's fine. You can even go here and say extend text styles. You can go here and let's say I want to create a new preset for that. So all my H1s across my whole site will take on this, and I could do the same thing for H2s and H3s and all that stuff. So there's really no need for them in the customizer. They're not going to add them there, so don't look for them there. Think of this as a much, much better way of doing things. It's much more streamlined. It's more efficient. As you're working in the builder, you're able to change these global things that you may have used to, you become accustomed to in the customizer, but, you kind of have to, break free from the past that's holding us back and move ahead with the Divi builder and the theme builder and things like that. So hopefully this makes sense. This hopefully answers your questions, especially the biggest one I think is the header and footer and things like that, but also some other settings that, in fact, in the future here, you may see more things disappear, and this is going to be the reason why, making everything into the builder and streamlined so you don't break your process. And I love it. I think it's a great direction to be heading. I'm really happy with the way Nick is taking Divi, and I'm just really happy with it.
Okay, so I hope that clears it up for you and explains why those might be missing for you on your website. If this helped, let me know in the comments. Be sure to check back next Tuesday and Thursday for more Divi tutorials coming your way. All right, we'll see you guys in our next video.